Good morning and welcome to Thanksgiving week. I hope that you have visions of turkey and stuffing and gravy and pumpkin pie dancing in your head. Church, I just want to remind us all as we enter Thanksgiving week that we have a great deal to be thankful for. And I want to take a moment as your pastor and as somebody who shares Take Fives with you, no matter where you are in our country or in the world, to say thank you for this past year. I want to say thank you to our church for its loyalty and remaining vigilant in its service to the community and to be a beacon of light for Jesus Christ from here that spreads literally throughout the globe. I want to take a moment and just tell you how thankful I am for my staff, the amazing commitment that they have to Jesus Christ and to one another. They are literally some of the finest people I know, and I'm super grateful to get to work with them every day. And lastly, I want to say thank you to my wife. Without her, I don't know that I'd be who I am today. She just keeps pushing me forward in the midst of what we all can agree has been a really challenging and tumultuous year. So it's from this place of Thanksgiving that we enter the Old Testament book of Habakkuk. So Habakkuk is written somewhere towards the beginning of the 6th century BCE. It's right about the time that the Babylonians are about to invade the southern kingdom of Judah and to overtake Jerusalem. It is the same time it's written that Daniel and his contemporaries are being taken away into Babylon captivity. This is kind of the time and season for which the book of Habakkuk is written. It is literally 3 chapters long. It's very, very short. It's very poetic, but what it's recognized for, it is probably the strongest statement and commitment of faith anywhere in the Old Testament from any of the prophets. And so it's definitely a book for you to spend some time with. So let me just share this passage with you this morning. It comes from Habakkuk 3:17 through 19. It says, "Though the fig tree does not bud, and there are no grapes on the vines, though the olive crop fails and the fields produce no food, though there are no sheep in the pen and no cattle in the stalls, yet I will rejoice in the Lord. I will be joyful in God my Savior. The sovereign Lord is my strength. He makes my feet like the feet of a deer. He enables me to tread on the heights." Part of what I think this is relevant to us, especially during Thanksgiving week, is that it has been a tough year. We are already keenly aware of the shortages of supplies. People are already nervous and worried about whether their Christmas will be a Christmas to remember based on simply there being enough stuff for us to share Christmas with one another. So we kind of find ourselves in this COVID season, post-COVID season, where things are hard, things are challenging, businesses are struggling, and people are still struggling. And so this is very relevant to what the prophet says. He says, even though your circumstances are horrible, even though that you don't see the fruit of life right now, he wants us to call to mind that our joy comes not from those things. Our joy comes from the Lord. It's an interesting reference that he makes here about what the Old Testament would reference as a Persian deer, which is like a little mini deer. It's about the size of a goat, but it's incredibly nimble, and they climb all over the hills and the rocks in Israel. If you're in the Middle East, you can see these little deer everywhere. And so what the reference is listen, this is who you are. You're going to be so adapting to the cultural changes that you'll be like this little deer that is able to climb above all the chaos, all the noise, all the confusion, and all the stress. So I just, again, think it's a timely word for us as we pause this week and remember what we have to be thankful for. The people in our lives are what really matters. It's never been about stuff. It's just been about people. And it's been about your faith. And it's been about your relationship with Jesus. And so I invite you this week in the shadow of this great word from Habakkuk to remember things have been hard. We all know that. But we still do not begin the day empty-handed. And we have a great deal to be thankful for. So I, as your pastor, just want to start the Thanksgiving week by saying thank you. Thank you for all your love and support of our church and our community and all the many ways that you support one another. It's part of what makes us a beautiful church. So I hope you have a happy Thanksgiving. Just a heads up that next week's Take 5 will begin a messianic prophetic word over 4 weeks as we prepare for Christmas. Know that I love you very much, church. Happy Thanksgiving.